I don't think that you do love.
You can absolutely do D&D. Do D&D love.
So many letters. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games
and
arguing.
Exactly. It's been a while since we've had a proper fight on here. Yep. And you know, we were thinking, man, I'd really love for more people to comment about how much we hate each other.
I just want to throw this out. Like, we get a lot of comments from people like, oh, you're going to get divorced.
This is what my friends acted like before they got a divorce.
It ain't happening, people.
Guys, it ain't happening.
We tight.
We like this.
Yeah.
Which is why we can bicker as much as we do.
We just bicker and banter. And
it's all for fun.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. Yeah. Everything will be all right.
Everything will be fine.
Every little thing is gonna be all right. Okay? Also, it's board games and brew. Jeff doesn't have any brew. What do you have instead?
I have a Red Bull because
Bull.
I have to have Red Bull when you film.
So it gets a little perky.
So I can get a little perky because
exactly, a little
Jamie makes me film like 4 in a row.
Well, here's the thing. We are on our way very soon to Walt Disney World. Wait. Can they read it?
Yep. That's actually well done.
Thank you. So we're on our way to Disney World soon, and so what that means is that we need to film a bunch of videos because we can't leave y'all hanging,
True.
Can we? So if you notice us filming videos and we're like in the same shirts and you're like, gross, do they even shower? Do they change? They just wear the same clothes? Are they cartoon characters? They just have the same outfit they wear over and over again? No. Okay? We're just hammering it out, as some would say. Now, let's get to fighting. So we haven't done one of these in a while, so if you haven't seen this video series, Jeff and I will choose 5 games that we disagree on, and we will talk about why our opinion on that game is the right opinion. Is there a spide hanging from the mic?
No, it's a fluff. I was looking at it too.
Okay. There were so many spideys down here.
There was.
They're gone now.
They're gone.
R.I.P.
They've been sucked up.
They got sucked up in the shop vac. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's go left to right if you want.
Let's go left to right, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The first game on the list is Dinogenics. Jeff, tell the people just a little bit about Dinogenics, just a little bit about it, and then we'll talk about it.
Why only a little bit?
Well,
Dinogenics is a worker placement game. It's pretty straightforward and simple. You are placing out workers in order to build pens, house dinosaurs. I was trying to think of the word.
Pens for what?
I was trying to think of the word because you're not really like...
Dinosaurs.
You're not really like breeding them, I don't think. Maybe you are.
I don't know. You're creating them.
You're creating dinosaurs, putting them in pens. You're building hotels for guests to come to your park to look at the dinosaurs. And the whole time you're also trying to mitigate events that pop up that can like... Dinosaurs can get loose and kill your visitors and et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. That's the basic premise. It's very much like Jurassic Park in a board game. They
get loose, they blame it on the goose. Now, here's the thing. I know what you're all thinking. Jamie, it's a dinosaur game. Don't you love it? And I do like it. However, in my opinion...
Your wrong opinion.
In my very correct opinion, this game, very bland.
It's not.
Ugh.
I don't understand.
Where are the colors?
I don't understand.
Where's the fun?
No, the problem isn't that it's not bland. It's realistic. It looks real.
Realistic dinosaurs.
It's not pink and purple like Dino Island.
Like Dino Island.
Which is very cartoony. It's not that.
This game is essentially Dino Island for people that don't like fun.
That's not true. The game's fun. It just doesn't have the colors that you care about.
I like the colors.
Also, the base game comes with awesome components. All of the dinosaur meeples are different types, depending on the type of dinosaur.
That is one benefit.
Which Dino Island doesn't have. You can get upgrades. You can get upgrades, but this is base. It has metal coins. It's real. It's a real park.
Here's the thing, though.
It's honestly, in my opinion, it's more simple.
Here's what I think.
Dino Island adds a bunch of different nuance to the game.
Exactly. It adds more fun to the game because
you can't just blanket statement everything. I don't
think that you would need both of these games.
No, right? I actually agree with that.
You don't need both. But what Dino Island gives you is more. It gives you more. It gives you these little sneaky people that come into your park. They're little troublemakers, and that's fun. That's fun. It gives you specialists that you can hire. Fun. Chonky dice. Ooh la la. It just gives you all these things.
I will concede the fact that Dino
I'm
Island
right.
has more substance to the game.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like
I
Dinogenics
couldn't do everything I wanted in Dinogenics.
is a much more, it feels more like an actual park. Because of the realistic board, the world event actions, the news actions that happen, it feels like an actual dino park, where Dino Island feels more like a fantasy game.
Yeah. I like that, though, about it.
Not that dinosaurs, like,
Yeah.
like...
A realistic dinosaur park is what Jeff's after.
Yeah.
I'm looking for fantasy, fun, fanfare, trumpets.
I also think Dinogenics is a much lower barrier of entry.
Yeah, but
It's
I almost
very
felt like
straightforward in terms
it
of...
just wasn't enough. I want a little bit more.
Well, we haven't played with the expansion. Maybe the expansion adds more.
The expansion adds a megalodon, so that could give it the upper hand. I do love a good shark.
We haven't played with the expansion yet.
We have it.
Here's the also the thing. I feel like Dino Island basically just copied Dinogenics.
Which one came out first?
They also then had a water dino expansion, which Dinogenics has.
Which one came out first?
Dinogenics.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure.
He says it with such confidence, and I gotta look this up.
Look it up.
Hold on, we're going to BGG, peeps. Okay. Oop. Frequently viewed. Darn tootin'. 2019. Dinogenics. Dinosaur Island 2017.
Really? No.
Who's copying who?
No, I don't believe
Who's copying who? Dinogenics saw Dino Island, they're like, you know what I could do? I could make this less fun.
I don't believe that.
That's what they did. The only thing I like about Dinogenics more is that big T-Rex on the cover, because everybody knows I love myself a nice T-Rex.
Really?
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. Don't you know?
Wait.
I won't. I was right.
Wait.
I was right immediately.
Wait.
I don't know. I like Dino Island. You're working on your own little board. Solo puzzling, you know? This one, you're like, oh my god, you're in the spot that I want to go to, and if I can't go to that spot, then my turn is basically wasted. Have I changed your mind?
No. I agree. Dino Island is a little bit more... You're doing a solo puzzle in Dinogenics, too. You have your own little pen.
No, but the worker placement aspect, like, you kept going to a place and like, well, now
Dino
I can't
Island
do
has that.
No, I can't do that.
Dino Island has that.
It does?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
But I thought you, like, I'm deciding to do this, and you just put it on your board. You just have however many meeples, and then you put them out. It's been a long time since we played it.
I gotta look that up now and forget how to play it.
Yeah, like, you have your own thing. You're like, I'm gonna go here and here and here and do this. And then I gotta put my safety up. It's more of a balance. Not enough people got eaten in Dinogenics. Also, the dinosaurs knocked down your walls. They knocked down your hard work, and that was annoying. Anyways, the point is, Dino Island is better. And that was the whole
I don't know. I think
point.
this one is very much up to personal preference.
Do you know what I think, though, of all three? Dinosaur World is the best.
It's just too big. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I love
It's
Dino
so
World,
good.
but it takes up... It's such a hog.
Next game. This is one that I love. It is called Spots. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Spots. Number one, do you like to have fun? Do you like dogs? Amazing.
Jamie,
you will love Spots.
Your argument cannot be this entire...
Jeff,
this entire...
why else do you play board
This
games?
entire
To
video
have
cannot
fun.
be you
It's to have
defending
fun.
these games
It's
as
to have
fun.
So
Give
in
me something
Spots,
else.
it's a push your luck game, much like Can't Stop, only way cuter.
Can't Stop
And
is way better.
you basically have these cards, and you can like pick one. It allows you to do something. So it might be like roll 3 dice, and then you have to bury dice because dogs bury stuff. And if you bury dice equal to 7, you bust. And you're just filling out dogs. And guess what? The pips on the dice are the spots on the Dalmatian dogs.
Can I ask you a question?
Tell me what's not to love about it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Would you like this game more than Can't Stop if it had a different theme?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you only like it because it's dog?
Mm-mm.
This game is not... Just play Can't Stop. It's smoother. It's quicker. It's better.
This is one of my new favorite games that I've discovered.
Spots adds some complexity to Can't Stop that I just feel like isn't needed.
It's
like
needed.
Can't Stop is a perfect push your luck dice rolling game because it's simple and easy and accessible. Spots has all of these little nuanced rules. Like we were playing it and like I like had to take this one card because it was the only card left and like I had to do that action.
Yeah.
And then it made me bust and I was like, but I had to do that. You didn't even give me an option to not do that thing.
You should have rolled better. Did you think about doing that? That would have been a problem solved right there.
There was like no way for me to not get around busting on that turn.
I like how it adds that because you can like choose
and if
to
you
add
bust,
more dogs.
and if you bust, you lose all your
Your
dice.
dogs lose all their spots. It's like Cruella de Vil.
At least in Can't Stop, you're going to get to go relatively quickly again. In friggin' Spots, like you can lose all your dice and it takes like 2 or 3 more turns to get back to where you were.
You can collect bones and
It's
it lets you
ridiculous.
re-roll your dice.
No.
All you need to do, Jeff, is have better luck.
Mm.
Then that's a problem solved.
Or just play Can't Stop.
Mm.
And have a better time.
Less cute, though. Ooh, let me move up this wooden triangle.
You love Can't Stop, so this isn't even like a good defense.
Look at this triangle.
What triangle?
I don't know. It's the thing you move. Little triangle stuff. Your wooden pieces. You triangle it up.
It's not a triangle.
Yes, it is.
I think it's more like a chevron than a triangle.
Do you know what a chevron is?
Yeah.
Multiple triangles.
That's not a chevron doesn't do this.
Yes, it does.
No, a chevron's like this.
No, you don't know what chevron is.
Yes, I do. It's a thing they put on the patches. For
Chevron,
military.
Jeff, is this design. Trust me, I know it was all the rage in the 2000s.
If anything, they stack. They stack. They'd be like 1, 2, 3.
Stacked triangles. Stacked triangles. He's going to look it up and he's going to be like, never mind. Oh, what's that? What is that, Jeff?
Look.
Stacked triangles.
Yeah, but the whole thing. Look at the whole thing. That's what the Can't Stop.
No, it isn't.
It's a chevron.
A chevron is triangles.
It's not triangles, it's arrows. That's not a triangle. That's an arrow.
Oh, you're not a triangle. All right, next game. Oros. Good luck explaining this one to the people.
Oros.
I still don't understand this game.
Oros is kind of like this. I just spit. Oros is like this combination of like area control and tile movement type game that is pretty freaking unique. And it's really hard to wrap your brain around how the tiles move because the board is supposed to represent a globe. So basically when the tectonic plates of these land masses are going to move around the globe, and so if they go off a certain section of the board, they're going to loop back around. So if it goes off the right-hand side of the board, it's going to come back on the left because, again, it's representing the globe. And Jamie, the only reason why Jamie doesn't like this game, because the game is very good, is that she can't wrap her head around the way the tiles move.
Sorry. How is a game supposed to be fun
It's not
if
that complicated.
impossible to understand?
It isn't. I feel like you just put a mental block and you were like, I don't have any interest in learning how this works.
They put out this beautiful cover and they're like, look at this fun
That's
game.
the problem you have with it.
And
That's
it's
the problem.
so complicated. It doesn't need to be so complicated. The whole game, I had no idea what
if
was
the
going
argument
on.
here was
None.
a miss on the marketing, I would probably agree with you. Because
And
when
on
you
the
look
gameplay.
when you look at the box and you look at the art of Oros, you would think it's a simplistic kind of cartoony.
You don't think it's more
light game.
complicated than necessary?
No. If you're looking at the cover and seeing that cover and being like, this looks like a light friendly game, yeah, that does make sense. But like, you shouldn't make those assumptions just based off the artwork on the front.
I always judge a book by its cover. Always. Always.
Listen, I will agree that it is somewhat complicated to understand those movement of tiles.
I
But
read
it's
the
not
rulebook like
that
4
complicated.
times, and I was like, what? And then I had to watch somebody play it, and I was still like, what is going on? And then I was trying to teach Jeff, and I was like, I don't know what I'm telling you right now, but this is what it says, and I'm still confused. And that's Oros in a tectonic nutshell. Okay, the next one on the list is called Fog of Love. Now, this is a game that I had wanted to try for forever, and what I did know about this game is it's either you love it or you hate it.
I don't hate it.
You don't hate it, but you certainly didn't love it. Now, what I will say also, though, is what we chose to do was do the walkthrough tutorial, which
Bad
was
idea.
the worst thing we could have done.
Mm-hmm.
But the premise of the game and the way it plays, I think, is so much fun. You're basically pretending to be a couple, and you get to build your character like, this is who I am, and here's my occupation, and this is what I look like. And then you're like going out on a date or whatever, and you're making decisions, and you're trying to like match up, but you have to make the decisions based on who your character is. So much fun.
All I'm going to say about Fog of Love is, one, yes.
Yes.
The tutorial is too much tutorial.
Just watch
It's
Rodney
too much.
teach it. Or Monique and Naveen.
Watch a video and skip the tutorial because it slows everything down to an absolute halt. And it is a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It
totally takes you out of it.
Immediately, the last thing you want in an immersion game is to be pulled out constantly to read a rule.
Yeah.
And the game forces you in a tutorial to constantly come out and read a rule. And then I'm like, I'm not even in this. Like, who's my character? What am I supposed to be doing? My other issue with Fog of Love is that if I want to do a role-playing game, there are so many better role-playing games. There's D&D. There's Alice is Missing. There's so many.
Do love in those ones.
You absolutely can do love in those. Not in Alice is Missing so much, but like in D&D, Fog of Love, I think there's two issues for it for me, other than things I've just stated. Mm-hmm. It got hyped up.
A lot.
It sat on the shelf too long before we played it. And I was like...
Yeah.
And then we played and I was like, this is kind of fine.
But see,
and there wasn't enough game there. There wasn't enough game. Again, like, I would play it. If you wanted to play it, I would play it. But it just felt like this kind of awkward, weird tug of war. Mm-hmm. Between like personality types.
Isn't that fun, though?
And like what everyone was after, and I'm just like, I would rather just play an actual role-playing game.
I like it. I think I like it a lot. I think that it is fun.
Whatever, man.
Bada bing, bada boom. We do love. Last game on our list is Decorum. This is a game that was made for somebody like me. It is very puzzly. It's like you trying to communicate and trying to get the person to like figure out what's going on in your head, and like you're giving clues and you're being sneaky, and it's I don't know. I found it really unique and super. What was that? Fun.
I actually don't mind Decorum. My qualm with Decorum is everyone we know that's played this game loves it. And we're like hyping it up and all of these things. And then we played it and I was like, this is
great.
This is okay.
What? Well, see, like, here's the thing. We played it. Our first play was really bad.
Yeah.
Why? I accidentally misread my card.
It's also really tough because, you can't communicate. So, like, if someone misunderstands something, you can't ask the other person questions because that will break the game.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to just assume everyone has everything right. And in our first game, Jamie didn't. And then we were like, I got to a point where I was like, what we're doing is impossible here. Come to find out it was impossible because Jamie read her card wrong. Like, that's a flaw.
Oops. Yeah, it's a personal flaw that I
I'm not blaming the game.
But I don't know, like, this is such a me type of game, and it's not a Jeff type of game. And I so badly want these types of games to be like like Hooky as an example. Like any of these, Hooky. Like, you like it, but you don't love it.
No.
The way that I love it.
No.
I love like puzzling. You know? Same with like Turing Machine. I know you came around on Turing Machine by the end of the game, but at the beginning Jeff was like, I don't want to do this.
I did not understand it.
I don't understand.
Hey, listen, I'll fully admit, I have a very tough time when I'm made to feel stupid. in multiple aspects of life, not just games, like outside of games.
And if you can't figure out a puzzle?
If I can't figure something out, or someone or anything makes me look dumb, like teaching a game, and if someone makes me look like an idiot, I'm going to be upset. That's just my personality type. I've dealt with it my whole life. So games like Decorum, when I feel like I'm not getting it, I'm immediately
Or when you
triggered.
feel like I'm not getting it because you feel like you're not giving me the right clues.
That's another thing. Like,
and you're like,
everything
what?
is always my fault. Like, if we're playing a game like this and Jamie's not getting it, or if I'm teaching a game to Jamie and she's not getting it, I'm internalizing that as like, I'm an idiot. Like, I understand that my qualms with this game are due to a lot of deep personality issues that I have to deal with. But games that do this, I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, this is a game that it's just not going to hit our table a lot because, like, if one of us doesn't enjoy it as much, whereas, like, there's some of these other games, as an example.
I think you and Jason playing this game would be hilarious.
I agree. Yeah, Jason and I playing this game would be amazing.
Jason being
my
Jamie's
brother. But, like, I feel like there's certain games that we disagree on that we still bring to the table. Yeah. Spots would be one, because it's just like a whatever. Dinogenics would be one. Oros is a no thank you, never again. But Decorum is one of those games that, like, even if Jeff's like, you picked the game and I pulled it out, he'd probably be like, I don't really want to play that.
I'd play it, though.
You would, but you wouldn't want to. Do you know what I think about Decorum?
What? It's fun?
I think it's pretty fun. Those are 5 more games that we disagree on. If you would like to go back and watch the other videos of more games we disagree on, I will make sure to link them down below. There may even be a playlist. Who knows? Not me. I don't know. Do you know? You definitely don't know. That is everything that we have for today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games like any of the 5 that we mentioned today, though I personally would only really recommend 3 of them, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is...
the Boardroom Game Cafe.
Heck yeah, it is. You like snacks?
I do.
Where do you get snacks?
MunchPak.
Amazing. What comes next? Thank you for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
All right. What are? Oh, you're not doing anything. Okay. Dino. So many Dino games.
War Dinogenics came out before Dino Island.
It didn't.
Yeah, there's worker placement spots, Jamie. Look, remember?
Dice placement.
It's the dice
drafting. I always do notice. I always do this, and there's like nothing there.
It looks like you cut one side of your hair, not the other.
Maybe I did. You're not a triangle. You're a square. Nerd. Kind of did it wrong. Ain't that the way, Jeffrey?
My qualm with